Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayat Mudirayet Nashta Prayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Jnanatim Janmadiyasya yatanvayaditaratasharteshvara Tene Brahmaradhayati Kavaye Muhyanti Yatasuraya Tejo Vari Mradam Yatha Vinimayo यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मा प्रोजितकैतवत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापोत्रयन्मूलनं श्रुतभागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परेश्वरः सद्यो हृदयवृद्ध्यत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तक्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरभो रसिका भुवि भावुका ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नित्यानन्दमहं नौमि सर्वानन्दकरं परं हरिनामाप्रदं देवम् अवधूताशिरोमणिम् आनन्दलीलामयविग्रहाय हेमाम्बदिव्यछविसुन्दराय तस्मै महाप्रेमरसाप्रदाय चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे So we are discussing Brahma Bhiman Lila, Brahmaji's bewilderment. So yesterday Brahmaji was bewildered.
Everyone was bewildered.
Starting from Brahma.
Yesterday everybody here also was bewildered.
Yeah, we are a past, present, future bewildered.
Ever bewildered. Ever bewildered, you mean? Past, present, future.
But this pastime was also bewildering. So we are continuing from that bewilderment.
Consistencies.
Some of the acharyas write that Brahma is still bewildered what exactly happened. He didn't know. So Brahmaji, when he realized about his grave mistake which he has committed, that he wanted to test Krishna. So Brahmaji went and offered his respectful obeisances. Brahma has 4 heads. So with every head Brahma was offering his obeisances. And it is said that he was repeatedly offering obeisances.
Then he used to roll.
He used to get up, again he used to realize, again he used to go down. Again he used to get up, again he used to again he used to go down. So he did that several times. And then Brahmaji, he was the son of Lord Narayana. You need to understand, he was the son of Lord Narayana. He was born from the navel. Very fortunate to have born from Lord Narayana. So, it's good. It's perfect. And now, Brahma is realizing, Brahma is understanding who is Krishna. So Brahma, he got down, he offered his obeisances with folded hands. He was praying that, my dear Lord, your beauty is transcendental. I mean, when you see the beautiful form of the Lord, and he said that this is the sweetest form I have ever seen. And it is for me, Brahma is saying, for me, who knows your opulence. Brahma knows Lord Narayana's opulence. So he worshipped Krishna, he worshipped Lord Narayana, Aishwarya. He worshipped the Lord in the Aishwarya form, he worshipped Krishna form Narayana. But now he is understanding the sweetness of Krishna's form. That sweetness. How beautiful Krishna is. And he is saying that for me, it is very difficult to comprehend this sweetness of yours. Because I am an Aishwarya Bhakta. Brahmaji was worshipping Lord Narayana. And now here he is seeing the sweetness of Lord Krishna's form. And he is saying that only by devotional service. Which devotional service? By Shravana, Kirtana. By hearing and by chanting Krishna's name, your name, fame, pastimes. That too from whom? From authorized people, Vedic authorities. One can realize your transcendental form. It is very difficult to understand Krishna. Because of Mahaprabhu's causeless mercy, we are able to understand the transcendental form of the Lord. Otherwise, it is very difficult to understand who Krishna is. Vedavyas had to write, Ete chansha kala pumsam Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Vedavyas, when he was describing, right, about what? About various incarnations. He described various incarnations. And there Sutta Goswami describes this. What is he describing? All these incarnations are the plenary portions of the portions of the Supreme Lord. Ete chansha kala pumsam. Ete means in his. But who is Krishna? Sutta Goswami is saying, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. He is Swayam Bhagavan. Now to understand this, to understand Krishna's aspect, we have to hear it from authoritative sources. We have to hear it from by hearing. Krishna is understood by hearing. Krishna is understood by hearing from whom? Hearing from the people who know Krishna, people who know Bhagavan. You have to hear from them. Otherwise, how will we understand? If I have to know about your grandfather, who can tell me in Netherlands about your grandfather? Tell me. Right? If I go and ask Prabhu about your grandfather, will he able to tell me? If I ask Yogma Mataji, please tell me about his grandfather. She will be able to know about your grandfather. And Mataji, she is very senior. She will definitely know about your grandfather. Is it possible? No, right? So only people who understand Bhagavan, right, as it is, they can explain who is Krishna. So Brahmaji is saying that I could not understand you. You could not understand. saying that it is fruitless to try to understand you through outside the scope of Vedas. You need to understand that Vedecha Sarvera Ahameva Vedyam. Even from the Vedas, Krishna is to be known. So Brahmaji is saying that if someone tries to know, because there are so many things, so many concocted knowledge, everyone is trying to look for God. The Christians, the Muslims, everyone, there are so many different kinds of, they're all looking for God. It is not that they don't want to look for no God. They're all looking for God, directly, indirectly. But there is a problem with God. He reveals, he has the copyright. He decides whom he can reveal to. He has that copyright. So, you can see there are so many people in the world are bewildered. They have impersonal understanding. If you ask them who is Bhagavan, Bhagavan is the energy of the Lord. Right? They will say energy of the Lord. Everything is coming from the energy. Right? Then there are people who have Big Bang theory. Right? There is a blast, and from that blast everything came. There are so many blasts happened in this world.
Nothing else happened, just only.
Recently also there are so many blasts happening in Iran. What is happening? From that blast is something, creation is coming out? No, it is more and more destruction is coming out. People are dying. Then there is a theory of we were monkeys, and from there we are coming. But we know that monkeys are also there existing, and we are also existing. So there is no scope that we were monkeys. So like that, there are so many concocted theories are there in this world. So you need to understand that there are people in this world who want to know God. But what they do? Like in India is a God making factory. Right? How? We came to know so many. We get to know so many incarnations of the Lord. That are there. There was someone who was calling. Who used to call himself as an incarnation. But then he had a tooth problem, and he went to the dentist. And he was telling, "Oh, doctor, this is very painful." But he is claiming himself as a God. Is God like this? No. We need to know who is God. Because people have lack of understanding about God because they don't hear from the authority sources. They don't study. They don't study scriptures. There are thousands and thousands of Shastra distribution is there going on, right? Right? And those who study their life is transformed. Even Bible and Quran, right? They're also widely distributed. But nobody reads that, unfortunately. What people understanding is they hear from some concocted people, then they come to their conclusion and they do things. But if they read their own scriptures, if Christians, they start reading their own scriptures, if they start reading their own scriptures, like if they read Bible nicely, they'll become good Christians. If the Muslims, they read Quran actually and understand its meaning without interpretation, without concoction, they can understand what the purpose is. And in both the places, the purpose is the same, to know God. But it is wrongly interpreted by people and wrongly preached. The point here is that Brahmaji is trying to say that if you want to know God, you have to hear from authoritative sources. Even in the people who are following the Vedic culture, they also are bewildered of the actual understanding of the God. It is only through when we hear it from an authoritative source coming in the proper disciplic succession, you can get an authoritative and proper understanding about Supreme Lord Sri Hari. Otherwise, there are so many sects. I have been to many of them, and ultimately their conclusion is that the Guru is saying that I am God. They will talk everything nicely, very sweetly, very lovingly, and their ultimate conclusion is that I am God. They're saying that now because I am saying Bhagavad Gita, so you should surrender to me. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami masucha. Who is Krishna? Oh, Krishna is just like you and me. He was the worshipper of the Nirakara Brahma, and he became Bhagavan. This is their understanding. And when Krishna is saying Bhagavad Gita, now I am saying the Bhagavad Gita. That same tattva is under me. I am Bhagavan. You should worship me. This kind of interpretation is there even in the people who are following the Vedas. So we have to be very, very careful whom to hear from. Hearing from devotees is very important. Because the mystery of the Supreme Lord, mystery of this unlimited spiritual qualities of the Supreme Lord is inconceivable. Imagine Indra cannot understand Krishna. Brahma cannot understand Krishna. What a situation. Huh? Now, we are very fortunate. We are all very fortunate. Because we have been given the Srimad Bhagavatam by His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. This Srimad Bhagavatam so clearly describes the Krishna's name, fame, pastimes. That too in English language. If you are just given the Sanskrit verses to understand, just imagine.
It's like Quran then.
What will happen? What will happen? Again, what will happen is speculation, isn't it? Speculation. Prabhuji, you study Sanskrit and you interpret this Bhagavatam according to you and you preach. So what will you interpret, what will you preach, that is all not necessary, but we will understand. No? She's not that bad, Mataji. She's not that bad. Okay?
No.
10% may be true.
Yeah, mental.
Then we'll ask Prabhuji, you study Sanskrit and you preach. Now what has happened is His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, he realized that a commentary in a language which is to be easily understood by everyone has to be written. When Ramcharitmanas, Goswami Tulsidas, he wrote Ramcharitmanas in Hindi language. The language he used was Hindi, or traditional old Hindi. He explained the Ramacharita. Ramcharitmanas is the term which is coming in the disciplic. There is also disciplic succession of Sri Sampradaya. In the Sri Sampradaya line, there is a disciplic succession which is worshipper of Lord Ramchandra. And Tulsidas comes under that. So when he understood that Valmiki Ramayana was very popular But it was misinterpreted. To make it popular amongst the masses, Goswami Tulsidas ji, he explained the Valmiki Ramayana with the help of Bhagavatam and the Bhagavad Gita. So he explained Ramacharita. He explained Ramacharita with the help of Bhagavatam, with the help of the Puranas, the Bhagavad Gita, in a language which everybody can understand. So it became very popular in India. Very popular. Hugely popular. Ramcharitmanas is distributed in crores. Every house literally has Ramcharitmanas. Every house of Hindu, people who are following Hinduism, they have Ramcharitmanas. And if you go to...
Sorry, is this something else than Ramayana? I don't understand.
To explain Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana is there.
Yes.
To explain Ramayana, Tulsidas ji wrote a commentary on Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana, in a language which people can understand.
And that is called
Ramcharitmanas, the commentary.
Ramcharit
Manas.
Manas. Ramcharit Manas.
Yes.
Okay. Is it bona fide? Yes.
It's coming in the disciplic succession.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
It is Prabhupada ji has glorified it in 25 places. And Prabhupada ji also gave a class on the verse from Ramcharitmanas in Montreal
Okay.
on Radhastami Day.
I never heard of it before. So.
I have the recording of the class. If you want to hear it, I can
It
give
is
you.
in Ramayana, but it is a named language.
So my point is, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami, Tulsidas ji was a Sanskrit Pandit. He also was Sanskrit Pandit. He could have also written in Sanskrit, but he wrote in Hindi language. Why? Because people can understand. Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami, he also was a Sanskrit Acharya, but he explained Chaitanya Charita in Bengali language. Why? Because people in Bengal can understand Chaitanya Charitamrita. He could also written in Sanskrit because he was Sanskrit Pandita, but he preferred to choose in a language which people can understand. So he compiled Chaitanya Charita. He added with the help of Bhagavatam and other things. He wrote Chaitanya Charita, Chaitanya Charitamrita. So while compiling that, he also took help of the writings of the 6 Goswamis. Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami, he took help from the writing of 6 Goswamis as well. And he explained Chaitanya Charita. And it became very popular amongst the masses.
You mean, Prabhuji, just to approach it directly, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, even no need to.
I'm coming to the point.
But to get that understanding, we may not have that sort of adhikar or this.
I have a different point to make. I'm coming to that point now. The point is, Prabhupada ji wrote commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam in English language. For whom? For us. What is the purpose? So that we can read and do what? Understand Bhagavatam. Understand Bhagavatam. He made it very simple. He explained the most complicated subject matters in very simple and easy language. Entrance, understanding Bhagavad Dharma. Understanding Bhagavad Dharma. Bhagavad Dharma, what is Bhagavad Dharma? Bhagavad Dharma means dharma given by Bhagavan. You may follow certain dharma, I may follow certain, you may have a certain belief, I may have a certain belief. But Bhagavad Dharma means the dharma which has been told to follow by Bhagavan. Bhagavad Dharma, Bhagavad Dharma. What is Bhagavad Dharma? In simple words. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam. Very important thing. understanding Bhagavad Dharma is very, very important. How many of you know about Jaiva Dharma? How many of you know Jaiva Dharma? Book by Bhaktivinoda Thakur.
I saw the book, my daughter has it, but I didn't read it.
Jaiva Dharma? You know what Jaiva Dharma? You know what Jaiva Dharma book? You know Jaiva Dharma book by Bhaktivinoda Thakur? Very popular book. Have you heard the term Sanatana Dharma?
Yes.
Yes. Eternal.
You heard?
Yes.
Sanatana Dharma?
Yes.
If I asked you what is define Sanatana Dharma, what will you do? How will you say? You're all.
It's a Bhagavad Dharma.
What is Sanatana Dharma? Define Sanatana Dharma.
Eternal.
Eternal.
Yes.
Eternal. Eternal natural occupation or natural what you do.
Jiva Dharma is Bhagavad.
Everyone's duty.
Jiva.
for
What is
every
the
person.
duty of Jiva?
Jiva, yeah.
That occupation of the living entity. What is Sanatana Dharma? That occupation of the living entity which cannot be separated from him at any given point of time. It is eternal. Sanatana means eternal, Dharma means occupation. That occupation of the living entity which is eternal, which always is there with him. What is that? That is Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma is Bhagavad Dharma. Bhagavad Dharma is Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma is Jaiva Dharma. Jaiva Dharma is Sanatana Dharma. Bhagavad Dharma is Jaiva Dharma. Jaiva Dharma is Bhagavad Dharma. It's the same thing. Very important thing. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, to explain this one Jaiva Dharma, he wrote a whole book, big book, just to explain the Dharma of Jiva. Very important. So Srila Prabhupada ji, to explain this Jaiva Dharma, to explain this Sanatana Dharma, to explain this Bhagavad Dharma, he translated Srimad Bhagavatam into English language, his commentary. His commentary actually, it is not, there is no, if you very carefully analyze, if you have all the Acharya's commentaries, keep all the Acharya's commentaries, keep Prabhupada's commentary, every sentence, every paragraph is coming from some writings of the Acharyas. I'm not saying just like that. Practically we teach like that in our school. Practically teach it like that. Where this purport is there, this first paragraph of the purport, where it is coming from which Acharya it is coming from. It is coming from Sridhar Swami Pad, Jiva Goswami, Vishwanath Thakur, V. Raghavacharya, right? Then it is other paragraphs also coming from different places, like that. Yes, so he explained it. He explained it in a way. This is all very difficult to understand. Sanskrit is a very difficult language. But the writings of the Acharyas, he put them all together in a very systematic and organized way. For whom? For us. Really? Really? For you, Prabhu? Really? Do we all have time for Bhagavatam?
Yes.
Hare Krishna devotees have no time for Bhagavatam.
I open today.
They have only time
Not
for
everyone.
Shravanam, Kirtanam and Prasad.
No. Studying Bhagavatam is under Shravan. Bhagavatam comes under Shravan. Don't be in misunderstanding that where is Swadhyaya written. When you are studying Bhagavatam, it is Shravan, it is aspect of Shravan.
Somehow we are biased or it's easily accessible that.
So Brahmaji, he was explaining that your unlimited spiritual qualities are very inconceivable to understand. Imagine if Brahma gets bewildered, if Indra gets bewildered, then what has to be said of our conditioned soul? They're eternally bewildered, Baba. They're eternally bewildered. Isn't it? Huh? So if we want to understand Bhagavan, then we have to understand Sri Bhagavatam. And that's why this arrangement is done. Everything is made so simple. We have Srimad Bhagavatam in English language. In the language which you can relate to. Right? So Brahmaji, he realized that Brahma was condemning his own actions. And he recognized that Lord Krishna, the ultimate shelter of the whole universe, is the same Lord Narayana, his father. The original Narayana. So Brahmaji realized this in this whole episode. And then he is repeatedly, again, he was offering these prayers, then again he is offering dandavats. Again getting up. Because he was thinking he has committed a big aparadh, big offense. So he was again repeatedly asking for forgiveness. Now, Lord Krishna, Brahma is saying that, my dear Lord, you take incarnations in every species. That means what? Huh? Brahma is saying, Lord, dear Lord, you take incarnation in every species. That means Krishna is only not available in human form. He comes as his human form, but Krishna also comes in. We have some understanding of Matsya avatar, Kurma avatar, Varaha avatar, right? Brahmaji is saying that you appear in various species of animals. His point is trying to say that every species, we may have understanding of limited incarnation of the Lord, but Lord's incarnations are unlimited. Lord has innumerable incarnation. If you carefully study Bhagavatam, in Bhagavatam itself there are hundreds of incarnations of the Lord. How many? Hundreds of them. I'm not speculating. Hundreds of incarnations are there in Srimad Bhagavatam itself. There are some primary incarnations. They are mentioned, which we know probably. But there are so many at different times the Lord has taken. There are 6 types of incarnations, right? Manvantara avatar, Yuga avatar, there are Leela avatar, there are Guna avatar, Purusha. There are so many different kinds of incarnations are there. So Lord comes in various times, various places, in various species. When the Devatas, when every Manvantara, just give an example, every Manvantara, the whole universal management changes. The new people come in. The new Indra comes, right? New Indra comes in, then what happens? Then all the Varun Dev, Agni Dev, all the different Devatas, 33 types of Devatas. There also new positions are filled up. There are not 33 crore, there are 33 types. 33 types of so there are nakshatras, grahas and everything. So there are new positions are occupied every manvantara. So in some of the manvantara, if some of the manvantara there is no qualified person to come to that position, the Lord himself takes an incarnation also. The Lord takes incarnation, becomes Agni Dev. The Lord comes and becomes Varun Dev. The Lord comes and becomes Indra. So the Lord comes, there are innumerable incarnations which takes place. And Brahmaji is saying that you have taken, there are in every species of animal, there are 84 lakh species, right? Brahma is saying you have come in all the 34 lakh species. He has come. He has come in the form of horse, he has come in the form of tortoise, we all know. But he also come in the form of ant, cat, dog, everything. You might not know that. So Brahma is saying here.
incarnation means a full potential, with full qualities, or some reduced.
Reduced, whatever it is. Krishna is.
Because this is the fact, people are making use of transaction. I am also God.
No.
So it's just extracting some points. Yeah. That way they are.
But
transacting this.
wherever they are there, it is mentioned in the scriptures. No incarnation, if as per the time, place and circumstance, even though the time it comes, but everything is revealed. Everything is in the scriptures. Prithu Maharaj is coming was known. That's why the intelligent Brahmanas, they went and churned the body of King Vena. And from Vena's body, Prithu Maharaj came. So they knew that it is a time for the Bhagavan to appear. So they went and churned the body, and then Prithu Maharaj appeared. So Vedas, scriptures, they mentioned very clearly. So it is not that anybody can claim to be God. They can claim many things, but scriptures mention about different kinds of personalities. The Lord appears in different ways. So he comes like Lord Buddha. That Buddha coming as Buddha had a purpose, very clear purpose. Because people were misusing the Vedas and killing animals. So he came and rejected that. He was Bhagavan, he was Buddha. Lord came as Buddha. And then he sent Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya, to defeat Buddhism. And then he came as Lord Chaitanya and he established Bhagavad Dharma. So, Brahmaji is saying that foolish people, they reject the lotus feet of your lordships and they look for happiness elsewhere. So, to be very, Brahma is saying that to be very frank, my dear Lord, to be very frank with you, only you can be understood only by your mercy. Who can understand Krishna? Only by Krishna's mercy or his devotees. Prema Bhaktas. Only by their mercy we can understand Krishna. So having established this conclusion, Brahmaji was glorifying the residents of Vrindavan. That how fortunate are these Brajvasis. How fortunate are these Brajvasis. That they are staying with you. Imagine the Supreme Personality of Godhead is staying with Brajvasis. And I explained yesterday that one of his friends, is a Bhojan Leela, one of his friends was eating and he said, Krishna, this is amazing. And what did Krishna do? He went and he brought it out and he went and ate directly from the mouth to mouth transfer. And Brahma saw that and he was bewildered. So Brahma is saying these people, these Brajavasis are very, very fortunate. These are Ragatmika Bhaktas. These eternal associates of the Lord are called as Ragatmika Bhaktas. Bhakti which is performed following in the footsteps of such Brajavasis is called Ragatmika Bhaktas, is called Ragatmika Bhakti. There is Vaidhi Bhakti, there is Ragatmika Bhakti, and there is Ragatmika Bhakti. Ragatmika Bhakti is only with the eternal associates of the Lord. But Raganuga Bhakti, what is Raganuga Bhakti? Bhakti which is being performed following in the footsteps of this Ragatmika Bhaktas, Brajvasis, is Raganuga Bhakti. So Brahmaji is saying that I wish to, understanding the glories of Vrindavan, understanding the glories of these Brajvasis, I wish to become a blade of a grass here. So Brahma with his 4 heads resides in Barsana Dham. in Barsana, in Vrindavan, Brajsundar, if you go, Barsana, Srimati Radharani's Barsana Dham, where she performed pastimes, that is situated on the 4 hills. What is that 4 hills? Brahma. That is Brahma's 4 heads. He resides there. And devotees walk on it. His heads. Devotees walk on it. That's what Brahma wanted. Brahma said, he's praying to the Lord, allow me to become a creeper. Allow me to become a blade of a grass. Same as the prayer of Uddhava. Uddhava also resides in 2 places. Uddhava resides in Badrika Ashram and Uddhava resides in Govardhan. Why? Because they all want to take the dust of Braj, dust of the Brajvasis, dust of the Braj, this holy land of Braj. Till today, that dust is there. What is that dust, When Krishna, he used to, along with his coward boys, coward girls, he has travelled across this bhumi, performing various pastimes. His cows had travelled. That dust was in contact with Krishna's lotus feet directly. And this all fortunate Gopas, Krishna's associates, his father, mother, all the Vatsalamaya Gopas, all the cows, calves, they're all eternal associates of the Lord. And they roamed here, they travelled here in that land. That's why Brahma wants to take that dust on his head. Brahma wants to take the dust. Brahma says, I want to take the dust. So he situates himself in Barsana Dham. Come, all of you, come over me. Uddhavji and all the Premi Bhaktas. Uddhavji was a Gyani Bhakta. Who was Uddhavji? Gyani Bhakta. He had a PhD. From where? Heavenly planets. Yes, he had a PhD from the heavenly planets. His guru was Brahaspati. Scholar. But he was a great devotee of the Lord. But he was Gyani Bhakta. And Krishna wanted him to become a Premi Bhakta. Right? Uddhavji should be taking admission in the Gopi school of Vrindavan. The crying school of Vrindavan. So, Krishna called Uddhava. Can you do me a big favor? Uddhavji said, yes. What can I do? You have to simply carry my message to the Brajvasis. And Krishna wrote letter for everyone. Krishna wrote letter for everyone and gave it to Uddhava. Uddhava said, and Krishna said, go and convince them. Go and convince them that I am always with them. I am residing in their heart. Tell them, stop crying. Stop crying for me. Stop crying. And Uddhavji said, oh, very easy. Very easy, Baba. Very easy. Krishna is very easy. I am coming from Brahaspati, taught me. What is this village people? Simple village people. They are very easy to convince. Right? Preaching in cities is easy. Preaching to the villages is sometimes difficult. Because they are very simple people. What will you explain to them? Science? Huh? Which science will you explain to them? They are simple-hearted people. Uddhava carried that. Uddhava was Gyani Bhakta. It was Gyani Bhakta. He was coming. So Krishna sent him to Vrindavan school. When Uddhava came, when Uddhava was entering with his chariot, the cows were returning. And that dust of the, of all the of the cows, it all smeared Uddhavji. He was covered completely. And that dust is very powerful. Very powerful. Brajraj is very powerful. Most powerful thing. For which when Brahma, the supreme person of the universe, wants that dust. That Uddhava, when that Brajraj got smeared in that Brajraj completely. Completely. He forgot what was the purpose of his coming to Vrindavan. What was my purpose? Huh? Why am I here? And what knowledge? He was saying, which knowledge? I mean, he started considering himself a dumb person. Everything God. He fell in love with Krishna. Aishwarya become converted to Madhurya Baba. That Brajraj is the medicine. There are Aishwarya Bhaktas. They became Premi Bhaktas by the dust of Braj. Uddhav met everybody. Uddhav tried to convince everybody. He met Radharani in the gopis in secluded place. And he started to convince them. Radharani is saying, Yoga kaha rakhe yaha rom rom sham hai. He is saying that, where should I keep your dhyan yoga? You're telling us to meditate on the Lord in the heart. Baba, in our every pore of our Shyam Sundar is there. Where? We always see him here. He's always reciting with us. So that, when Uddhavji was conversing with them, he became a Premi Bhakta. He saw everybody was crying for Krishna. He started crying. He was trying to convince them. He did his best, but he did his best. They both helped each other. And both were thinking of Krishna. So Brahmaji realized this. He's telling that this householder life is like hitvatma patam graham anda kupam. Right? But Brahma is saying, these householders, these Brajavasis, these are also householders. They are more than liberated. What are they? These householders are not prison life. These householders are not prison houses. I can see they are all your associates. Usually householder life is condemned. But these householders are all Premi Bhaktas. The homes of the residents of Vrindavan are not prisons of material existence. But they are actually, they are far more superior than the Jnani Bhaktas and the Yogis. Because these are pure, unalloyed devotees of the Lord. So if you are practicing pure, unalloyed devotees of the Lord, this householder life which is the reason of bandhana. But if he is a pure devotee, is there, then that becomes their household life can become a cause of liberation. So Brahma, he offered himself at the lotus feet of the Lord again and again. And then Brahmaji went and circumambulated Krishna. And what was Krishna doing all this time? Brahma was talking. He was having a pot in his hand, dahi, rice, and here in his right hand there are different kinds of achar. You know achar? Pickles. Different kinds of pickles in this. Brahma was talking and Krishna was eating. And Krishna's friend was saying, what's wrong with Brahma? What was Krishna's friend saying? क्या हो गया ब्रह्मा जी को? बूढ़ा सटिया गया लगता है. Why why is he offering repeated obeisance to Krishna? He's circumvented Krishna, offering obeisances, putting all his four heads down to Krishna's lotus feet. What's going on? Brajasi's boys are bewildered because for them Krishna is Krishna, it's our friend, our buddy. Prabhu, if he becomes tomorrow the Prime Minister of this country, right? अकेला में क्या करोगे?
भाप मारेंगे।
धोएंगे इसका ना? I mean, if he becomes the Prime Minister of a country tomorrow, but he is very good friend, best friend of his, and when they're in public, they'll be very, they'll be very, very respectful. As soon as he comes in the ashram of devotees, sit down. He is like own member, right? So Krishna, they were saying, why is Brahma offering again and again pranams? Why is circumventing Krishna? What is wrong with Brahma? Foolish people, man. And then what happened? That's Brahma Bhima Leela is very mysterious. What happened then? After the curtain was removed, probably you were not there, so after that curtain raiser happened, the boys which Brahma has told, they disappeared, right? Vishnu Murtis disappeared, and the original set of boys which were under the covering of Yogamaya, they were all there, and Brahma saw them, right? And then what happened? After Krishna goes and talks to them. Krishna goes and talks to them. And Krishna went to take the calves, right? You remember that? Yesterday we were discussing Krishna went to get the calves. So Krishna got the calves, he came back. And these boys were just ate one morsel of food. And Krishna came. And they said to Krishna, Krishna, you came so early. Okay, you focus here. Here. Don't get bewildered. Brahmaji departed, and then this is the whole mystery. You need to understand that closure has to happen. Otherwise, it will bother you. If after I'm gone, it will bother you in your hearts. You'll always think, what was it? I never understood that. It will puzzle you. So listen carefully. Otherwise, whole life will be like this, puzzling like Brahma. When Krishna came there with the calves.
Here, so no bewildered.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving service. Bhagavatam has given service.
Great.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. When he came back to the calves, they were eating the morsel of food, and they said, "You came so soon." But in that small span of time, Krishna put the one entire year of pastime. Try to understand this point. Those boys and those calves, original, they were under the cover of Yoga Maya. Okay? Okay? They were under the cover of Yoga Maya. They were not disturbed by anything. For them, it was just a morsel of food. And in that time, Krishna put the whole year. What happened? A year back, right? Krishna, on that particular day, he killed Aghasur. Right? For one entire year passed by. These boys knew nothing. For them, it was just one morsel of food. To pick one, they ate one, and till another was picked up, Krishna came. For them, it was just like that. But in that time, the whole of Brahma, Bhima, and Leela was put into that. what happens? Then this Krishna smiled at them and said, yeah. And said, let's go. And then he said to them, points out to them very specifically, look, Aghasur. Oh yeah. We will tell about this to everybody. Aghasur was killed 1 year before. But for them, it was just now, in the morning. Krishna killed Aghasur in the morning. So when they went to the Braj, they all did it. Today, Krishna killed Aghasur. Aghasur? Aghasur was killed 1 year before. On the same day. For them, it was the same day. For us,
Already.
it was 1 year. So, the whole there are 3 sets of boys. One sets of boys, when Brahma tried to capture them, Krishna's coward boys and the calves, Mahamaya created a duplicate set of boys and Brahma took them. Brahma took the calves, duplicate calves, Brahma took the duplicate cows. Then second set, right? Krishna himself became Vishnu Murtis. Krishna himself became the coward boys and the calves. And he entered Braj and he gave pleasure to the devotees. That is second set of boys. But the original set of boys and the calves were undisturbed under the care of Yogamaya. Okay? So when Krishna came back, after the whole episode was over, Brahmaji glorified and everything that happened, Krishna came, right? He met the boys. They said, Krishna, you came so soon. The calves were deep in the forest and we thought it will take a long time. But you came just now. We just had one bite and you came. And Krishna smiled and said, it's time to go home. Yay! Everybody got up, let's go! And Krishna said, look! Aghasur! Oh yes! We will narrate today Aghasur! Because every day they glorified Krishna. They glorified Krishna's activities, pastimes to all the Brajvasis. Every evening when they came, as soon as they meet their parents, as soon as they meet them, the katha used to start. Today Krishna did this, today Krishna did that, he killed this many demons, he killed that, oh we killed Dhenukasura today, we did this. So every day was a narration, they used to narrate everything. Right?
Just now before you came, the Brahmasura and Dhenukasura was killed by my with me here in Krishna, so beautiful.
So,
etc.
this is Brahma Bimon Leela. When they went in the Braj, they narrated that today Aghasura was killed. So Parikshit Maharaj, he inquired from Shukadeva Goswami that Aghasura was killed 1 year before. Why are they narrating now? And the whole episode of this was put in that. It is like another example is when Krishna performed Rasa Leela. Right? In that one night of ordinary night, Krishna put the night of Brahma. Right? So that was the explanation. This is inconceivable Lord. He can do anything if he wants to. Okay?
No time factors of material world plays with Krishna. No time factors that.
Krishna is time.
Yes,
Krishna is the time factor. So everything is been controlled and managed by the Supreme Lord.
And during that Leela only, the Krishna get married with all gopis, No? Is that?
Yeah.
That period.
We don't believe in this marriage. People.
So beautiful.
Marriage.
Parakiya bhave jaha brajete prachara.
The definition of marriage is limited to our knowledge. We don't know. Okay,
We are Gaudiya
that
Vaishnavas.
platform what marriage is.
We are Gaudiya Vaishnavas. We prefer Parakya Bhavet Taha Prajate Prachara. That's our mood of the Acharyas. Hare Krishna, thank you so much. Hari Hari. We can take questions. Let's stop.